You are the God who was, who is, and is to come.
We come in peace from Peace TV. My name is Jennifer.
And I'm Courage.
And we bring to you today's episode on Bitter Truths. It's a question mark. What are your reasons for your actions? What are reasons? Reasons are considerations that explains or justify your own actions. Then what are actions? Action is a process of doing something. Okay? So we are right here now to ask you, what are your reasons for your action? What is that reason? Like, wetin make you dey do wetin you dey do, or wetin go make you not do wetin you suppose do? So, Sister Courage, I will hand over to you very briefly, but first, let's see what the Bible has to say concerning the reasons of action. In Colossians 3 verse 23, do things wholeheartedly to please God and not man. So, Sister Courage, over to you.
Okay, first, like she already said, she already gave us the definition of reasons and actions. Before there is a reason, there is a thinking process. Before you think, like you have processed it in your heart, that, okay, this is what I want to do. In the book of Daniel chapter 1 verse 8, it is written that Daniel proposed in his heart that he will not defile himself with the king's meat. You check it, before he said, I will not eat this king's meat, there was a proposal, like in his heart, he proposed, he said, I'm not going to chop this, I'm very sure the meal was wonderful, it was attractive. Like, we have so many that are attractive in the world today. As a young girl, there are so many stuff you want to do. As a young man, now the way they say they do them. So now, what is your reason? Because Brother Daniel said, because of God, in my heart, I'm proposing I'm not going to eat this food. No matter how it's sweet, no matter how it's scent rich, I know chop them. And again, still Daniel, again, in the Bible, when they stopped the people from praying, Daniel kept on praying. He will even go upstairs. That man get mind though. He will go upstairs and open all the windows to pray. Why? Because God is in his heart. He doesn't care what the king is going to do to him. And you know the end story of Daniel. Whenever you propose in your heart, whenever you are saying, okay, for God's sake, I will do this, he will not forsake you, he won't leave you. What about Brother Joseph? Joseph did the same thing. Joseph was a young man, attractive, young looking, as in, I'm sure, I don't know. I don't know how best to say, but the Bible made us understand that Joseph was a very good looking young man. And then he had everything he wanted. The king gave him everything, like half of the kingdom, like everything is all yours, control it, except one thing, which was the wife. And you know, devil always bring that one thing that God does not want you to get, like he did to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. That thing where God say, no, do not, devil go carry, come serve you free of charge. So here now, Potiphar's wife brought herself to Joseph. He said, see me, your idea, use me. And Joseph was a man of wisdom. Joseph did not do it. I'm sure nobody would have been aware of it. But God was seeing it. So because of God, not because of Potiphar or because of the wife or because of himself, but because of God, he did not sleep with Potiphar's wife. So now what is your reason? Before you will talk, waiting you want to talk, waiting you they check. Is it because of God? Is it because of pastor? Okay, pastor, they a man who talk as he be. The reign pastor is not there, you are saying it, but God is everywhere. Don't you know that? He sees everything you do, both in the secret and in the open. So what is the why behind your actions? That's what we are asking you today. And we are putting it to you that God should be the reason behind those things.
Okay, because of God, now let's see what our own father, the man which God has called, Apostle Dr. Emmanuel Chinemerim, has to say concerning your reasons behind your actions because of God.
There's a message I bring to somebody here. There's something that's about to happen. In the next 2 minutes, you're going to be judging even yourself. Because something is about to happen here. There is a reason why I am a pastor. Because of God. There are some things you cannot do again. You cannot talk anyhow outside. Do you know why, Mama? Because of God. There are places you needed to go. You are born again and you feel like drinking Gouda. And you look at yourself and you say to yourself, because of God. There are so many people here. Since you get born again, there are some clothes you needed to wear in order to show some of your part of the body. But when you remember, you say to yourself, because of God. Because of God. As you talk to me outside, I could have loved to reply you. But when I remember who I am, because of God, because of God, because of God, I could have loved to reply my wife. But when I think about who I am, because of God, and so many of you, your temper was high, but nowadays you like to control it. It's not your fault. It's not like you are not angry, but because of God. There are places you love to go before. If they ask you, you could have loved to be in a place where they play worldly music. In the nightclub, you could have loved to be there. You could have loved to wear some stinking things. You could have loved to smoke. But now you are born again because of God. Because of God. Because of God. People ask you, you are not coming out again like before. You are not coming to the bar like before. You are not coming to nightclub like before. Now you are giving your life to Christ. You need something to answer them. Just tell them one word. Because of God. Did I have a born again children in the house? Somebody holler. Because of God. Be seated for 2 minutes.
Daniel proposed in his heart that he will not defile himself. What are you proposing in your heart that you will not do because of God? Are you doing it because of me? Or am I doing the things I do because of Jennifer is here? Or because of, I know that you are going to view these things. Your character there should be no question mark on your character. If truly you say you are a child of God, every person no doubts you. There should be no skeleton in your cupboard. They should not look out and they see you in places that are not godly, because nobody go feel ask you, what are you doing here? And then they see you, they have concluded. And as a Christian, your life is supposed to be a model for Christ. People are looking at you. They are watching you. Things you are doing, they are taking note of it. They'll say, on Wednesday, this one will go church. On Sunday, will go church. Saturday night, see where they go. You are chasing people from the house of God. As a Christian, you should invite people to God and not send people away from God. Because of God, forgive that person that have wronged you.
There are people you are not supposed to forgive them because of the frequency of what they have done in your life. There are people you don't need to talk to again in your life. There are people like that. But when you look at yourself, I'm born again because of God. Because of God. I could have loved to make the type of money that people are making. How many things have you been doing because of God? How many things have you rejected because of God? If you have not rejected anything because of God, ladies and gentlemen, you are not a Christian. You are not born again. You are just a bench warmer, a church member. But there is something they used to know. When you are born again, that's how you needed to talk. If you are born again, that's how you need to dress. If you are born again, that's where you need to go. That's where you don't need to go. If you are born again, there are some things you don't need to drink. You are born again because of God. If Christianity have not deprived you from anything, you are not a Christian. You are not a Christian. If you are still living like how you used to live before, you are not a Christian. If you are still talking the way you talked before, you are not a Christian. If those that knows you in the world have not separated from you, you are not a Christian. Ladies and gentlemen, I love friends before, and I like to move with people. But now I'm a man of God. I don't need to tell them. When you see my character, you don't need to follow me, because I'm a new man, a new creator. Greater is he that is in me. I am not like before. Am I talking to somebody here? If any man be in Christ, is a new creator. All things because of God.
Yes, you've heard him, and he's always on point. Like, he preaches with no apology. Papa has made us understand that because of God, there are some certain things we shouldn't do. There are some certain things we should look over. Like, you just turn your face to the other side. You don't have to retaliate. You don't have to be provoked because of God. Now I'm going to be talking about our youth, the young guys and the young girls of these generations. There's something that is, how will I say, that is common, that is the spirit of anger. Like they know how to provoke instantly. You cannot match a brother's toe, and before you say sorry, you are like, there's a hot slap on your cheek. Like they don't have that patience to wait. As a Christian, are you supposed to be easily provoked when they step on you? Are you just going to say, "Now me you match," start bragging, start ranting? No, you're going to smile and say, "Because of God, I'm letting you go." I can remember while we were young, very young, my siblings would beg me for something. And then, should I say, yes, I was very young. I'll be like, "I don't want to give you, I don't want to give you." After so much pressure, I'll be like, "Because of God, I'm giving you this meat. Because of God, I'm letting you eat with me." You understand? Then we say because of God. But growing up, I got to understand that because of God is a very big word.
Exactly.
It has to deal with our own Christianity and our pure hearts. You let things go as a young guy. You are into despicable things. You should let those things go because of God. You find yourself in a position that you're supposed to reply your mate like an argument. You're supposed to say some awful words. What are you going to hold back on? Like, okay, let me not say this thing because of my daddy or my mommy. No, you look at your Christianity and you say, because of God, I'm letting this issue slide. I'm letting you go. I'm forgiving you. I'm giving you this. I'm helping you. I'm being a philanthropist because of God, for it is more blessed to give than to receive. And for our young girls out there, you want to settle down, you're in a relationship, there are some issues that is not supposed to be an issue. There are some things you're not supposed to even discuss because of God. You're going out with your friends. It's fine and nice to hang out, but watch where you're going to. Watch how you speak to people. Watch what you communicate. For evil communication corrupts good manners. You watch it because you don't know who is looking. Aside from not knowing who is looking as your neighbor, you do it because there is a God that you are representing right here on earth as a Christian. Okay, now I'm going to talk about service in church. Okay, in God's house. Most persons, they do things most times because of the pastor, because of their HOD, that's head of departments, forgetting that we all came to serve one God.
Exactly.
You should serve him wholeheartedly. Let us not just be the hearers only, but also the doers. That's in James
1:22.
Okay, so most times we should do something, not because pastor is watching, not because pastor is going to reward us, not because our department is going to give us a trophy of most punctual, most hardworking. No, you do things with your heart. If you are in protocol, you should do it with your own heart, that you are serving God and because of God. If you are in choir, they don't need to beg you to come for rehearsals. They don't need to beg you to come sit in a choir position. You do it because of God. And most persons, they are good in doing eye service. So courage, trust me. They are good. They are good in pleasing men. They are men pleasers. Thank you. They do things so that men will sit there and be like, "Wow, this guy is hardworking." But deep down, they're just doing it when you are present. What do you do when no one is present? They said good is doing it when no one is watching. Doing something right is doing it when nobody is watching. So I'm going to leave you with that question. What are your reasons for your actions? What do you do in the house of God? Who are you doing it for? Why are you doing it?
Okay, Sergeant, let me quickly add to it.
Okay.
You know, there are some persons that you see them devoted and committed in church because they have a target. You want to be a leader, by all means, you want to be an exco. Finally, they work their way to that point. And when they finally become what they want, because that is what they want, so when you finally get it, then you stop working. You feel, let me be leader already now. Let me be this one, let me be that one. Then you stop working. It means you're doing it because of people and not because of God. If it's God you are looking at, that is the time for you to even work the more. And another part of it is that don't come to God, like don't come to him for God for what he can give to you, but because of who he is. Don't be, I don't know how best to put this thing, but how can you love the miracle and not love the miracle worker? Just how? How can you want to worship the person he is using? You worship the servants of God, but then you don't worship God. So those that worship him, the time is coming, they worship him in truth and in spirit. If you're not doing it in truth and in spirit, then you're not doing it well. And also, you know, some persons that are miracle, I don't know how mongas, how will I call them? You come to church because this is what you want God to do for you. The moment God do it for you, you have disappeared. You know where to be found. Probably maybe you were relevant by privilege, you were relevant in the house of God, but because God has blessed you, you now have 2 cars. You now know that, no, I cannot judge this, and church is now far. All of a sudden, church becomes far. But before, you were even trekking there just to go and clean because you were expecting a miracle from God. You are forgetting, like about preached on Sunday. Say, remember the Lord your God, for it is He that giveth the power to make wealth. In the book of Deuteronomy, that's where it's written. So do not forget.
I am the Lord that gave you power to make wealth. You forgot. He have done something for you before. You forget. Some people forget when things become to work for them. When things are working perfectly to you, you forget the past. You forget the past. You forget where you are coming from. You forget what you passed through. How God delivered you. You forget when you were in Egypt. You forget how He brought you out from Egypt. You forget the wilderness experience. You forget how He blesses you. You only remember the goodness. You forgot where you are coming from. Now you are lost. They are begging you to come to church. You only come to church when you have problem. You start looking for city of peace. Now you have children to go to church. You know, they wash clothes. You know, children. You are now using what God gave to you to give an excuse to God. Oh my God. You forgot. You forgot. You forgot. Your shop is not your idol. You forgot. You forgot. You are not serving your customers. You forgot.
Are you doing it because of man or because of God? Until you're looking for husband, finally Papa has prayed, the man of God has prayed, and you are happily married. Then you start using your children as excuse because God has blessed you with children. Don't turn God's blessings to the reason why you say you will not serve Him. Say, you know, because my children, I don't think on church, and they wash their clothes, and they do my picking hair, and they do that. Don't look for excuse. You don't have any excuse not to serve God. If truly your heart, you have proposed that you're going to do this thing because of God, you won't stop. Keep on pushing and going. The apostles in the Bible, so many times they were arrested. They went through so many, but they didn't stop. They kept on going because of God. Nobody was paying them, just like today. Nobody's paying our Father to do the things that He's doing. The miracles, the deliverance, everything, the word that He serves us with daily. Nobody is paying Him, but He's doing it. Why? Because of God.
I could have loved to be a pastor, but we asked money when he prayed. But when I look up to the hill, and I remember there is God in heaven, and I remember there is someone that called me, and I remember that I answered a call of glory, a call of God, and I said to myself, because of God.
Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and every other thing shall be added unto you. So those things that you are going after, they can come after. Like Papa will always say, I don't love money, money loves me. When that the thing love you, the thing go they follow you. The reason you are suffering, the reason you are struggling, why you have not made it in life is because you are running after those things. Why not run after God that has everything and you see those things falling into place day by day?
Okay, and we're saying thank you for watching this short episode. To remain your presenters and keep watching Peace TV.
God